Hey guys, Josh here, JDMegaSwagg with the double G, getting our swag on with some Planetside 2. Now when I post Planetside 2, I normally just post the gameplay, whether it be live or maybe some commentary over top of it, but normally it's just a gameplay. But you see, when I first started playing this game, and that's not too long ago, I'm still pretty new at this game, but I have learned a lot about this game, and this game has a huge learning curve to it, and it took me a minute to understand the game and figure out how to play and do certain things in game, and I'm still learning as I go, because there is just so much to learn about this game. And I figured, why not help you people out there just beginning at this game, or maybe just want to learn more about this game, help you guys out, help you guys understand the game more. And hopefully you guys will like these guides that I'm going to do. So I'm going to do a variety of different guides. But today we are going to be covering the factions and the classes. So let's go ahead and start off. If you don't know what factions are, it's basically the team that you're on. And you will get to pick this as soon as you create your first player. As you can see, I have 2 players here. I'm going to go ahead and create a new one just to show you guys what it looks like. So when you go through, you have 3 different teams you can be on. You have the Vanu Sovereignty, you have the New Conglomerate, and you have the Terran Republic. Now I'm going to explain to you what each faction is about, so that way maybe you guys don't have to really read this over here. But the Vanu Sovereignty, there's differences between these teams besides just who they are and what they stand for, because there are different weapons and different vehicles for each team. So that's kind of cool about this game. But anyways, the Vanu Sovereignty is basically humans that have stumbled upon alien technology. Now they believe that they need to use this alien technology and just incorporate it into their military. So basically they're kind of like this futuristic faction. Now they do have different guns. Most of their guns use lasers and laser sounding guns. They have hover vehicles, and it's basically more futuristic technology. Now the next faction is called the New Conglomerate. Now this is the rebel force of the actual planet that you're playing on. Now the rebel force, as in saying that they don't have the best military equipment, but they are good with armor, and they basically really have some heavy weapons. Now they have decent guns and decent vehicles. Basically it's kind of pretty close. The Terran Republic and the New Conglomerate are pretty closely similar. The Vanu is really the most different kind of faction in this game. So moving on to the Terran Republic. The Terran Republic is what I enjoy playing the most. It's basically the government that's left on the planet, and they are fighting the rebel forces along with the Vanu, and basically they use real bullets, they have top grade military weapons, and they are pretty fast with speed. So let's go ahead and let's dive into the game as, let's do New Conglomerate. Considering that I don't have a New Conglomerate player, I may want to do some guides for them, so we'll go ahead and pick a very high population server. Okay, so we are diving into this game here now, and we will be spawning in as the New Conglomerate. Now, like I said, I have not played this yet, but I'm going to go through the classes and show you guys how to use the classes menu and how to use and decide what guns is best. So let's go ahead and let's dive straight in. Alright guys, so we are now in Planetside 2, and I went ahead and went to the warp gate here so I could show you guys the different terminals and stuff, and probably be here a lot for the first few tutorials, guides, whatever you want to call them. So let's go ahead and go to this weapon menu here. So this is where you actually get to pick your classes. Now as you can see, you have a good variety of classes. I'm going to explain each one and kind of try to give you guys my best opinion of each one. The first class you have here is an infiltrator. Now the infiltrators are pretty much your first line of offense or defense, basically. These people normally spawn in with high powered primary weapons such as a sniper rifle, and they also have a special ability where they can kind of have this stealth armor where they turn invisible. And this, I haven't really used much of this class, but I do see a lot of people rocking this class, so there may be some perks that I don't know to this class. So let's go ahead and go down to the Light Assaulter class. The Light Assaulter class is pretty much the first class that you'll actually spawn into the game as. It is probably the most played class because it is a fast moving assault class. Basically you will have an assault rifle, but you will also have a special ability where you can use a jetpack. Now a lot of people do use this, and they will run around, they will jump pack up, and they will kill you instantly. Now the next class is the Combat Medic. Now the Combat Medic is pretty self-explanatory. You run around with a rifle, pretty much a normal assault rifle, and your ability is that you can heal yourself, heal people, and revive people. So pretty much if you want to be that type of person, you really need to be a good support player to play this. So you're probably going to want to be, in a team and stuff before you just run around as a medic. The next class is the Engineer, another one that's pretty self-explanatory. I think you run around with a submachine gun type weapon, and your special ability is that you can repair stuff, whether it be generators, vehicles, or anything really that can repair. You're going to be able to repair, and you do get points for repairing in this game. So again, if you're not with the team or team player, then you probably don't want to rock this class. Now this is my favorite class right here. This is what I play the most, is the Heavy Assault class. You run around with a heavy machine gun, which is very powerful, and your special ability is that you have an overshield, basically a shield that is on top of your regular shield, and it gives you a little bit more time to kill the person, gives you more chance of living. Now another thing with this is a tool that you get with this is a more of a rocket launcher that you can actually use to take out vehicles. Now this is very used. I use this all the time, and it's great running around taking out vehicles with this. Now the last class here is something that you can't always play. I believe you have to have a certain amount of resources or be in an action-packed area to actually have this class, and there's a certain time limit on it. Now you actually, when you spawn in with this, it's pretty much like a huge robot that you're in, more of a vehicle. You have cannons and you have machine guns attached to your arms, and you have this ability where you can just run super fast. And there's different things that you can change about each one of these classes. As you can see, I can go and I can get more weapons. There are tons of different weapons that you can have. You can unlock these and attachments to your guns and attachments to your vehicles, all through getting certification points that you earn while using that class, or you just kind of earn certification points through everything, not necessarily just using that class, but getting kills, capturing. You get a lot of certification points through that. And if you don't want to wait to get all these certification points, you can spend real money and buy station cash, and basically you can go in here and you can buy these right off the bat. Now, I do suggest that, save up your certs, make sure that you know what you want to buy and stuff. But yeah, so I think that's actually going to do it all for this tutorial and guide. I want to thank you guys for watching. I hope this helped you out a little bit. I'm kind of new at making these guides, so hopefully it wasn't too confusing. Hopefully it helped you guys out a little bit more. And I will catch you guys in our next one. So peace!